best conservation rancher in North America in one particular year. And I grew up with that influence. He went through the dirty 30s in Nebraska. And it just had a tremendous influence on what he wanted to do. He wanted to see the earth protected, the soil protected, and healed. And as a 4-H'er, he made me memorize some writing about grass, which includes, in the way he thought about it, the alfalfa and white clover on the tables. This was written in 1872 by a senator from Kansas. That grass is the forgiveness of nature for constant benediction. Forests decay, harvests perish, flowers vanish, but grass is immortal. It yields no fruit in earth or air, yet should its harvest fail for a single year, famine would depopulate the world. So poor Chris, coming in here thinking about the crops and the vegetarian diet and this sort of thing, had to tolerate this influence from me. And it's part of my father's desire to see a whole earth. That's been a part of what I continue to try to do. Thank yous. I apologize for the people that will slip my mind right now, but I wrote down a list of 7 chairmen that have served us. And the first one was Madison Wright, who sent me to Davis. Bob Lucy, Jeff Wagonette. Jeff died of brain cancer. And I don't remember the date, but before this came on, we were talking about teaching sustainable ag together. It worked out okay, but I missed that. John Duxbury, Harold Van Ness, Steve DeGloria, and now Tim. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but remember, and I'm grateful. And another thing that I'm very grateful for, all the people who made me look good. In teaching, Kathy Howard deserves a great deal of credit. And more recently, for a different kind of support from Tony and Kerry. Thank you. In the advising assignments, I did a lot before Kerry came, but she really made me look good since she's been here. Kerry Richards. In research, George Mabry. He was invited here. I don't see him. He didn't make it, I guess. He thought he was going to try to get here. He was my first technician. And he started with Keith Kennedy when they were doing digestion trials on pastures, carrying around 5-gallon buckets to catch cow urine so they could do the medicine. What a job. But a man who was trained like that, you know, he was a tremendous technician. He could do anything, and he really understood how to lay out plots in the field. And that first group of graduate students I had owe a great deal of their training to George, and I'm so grateful. Julian Hunt worked with me, Hugh Gowan, and all of my graduate students and postdocs. They made me look good. I'm also thankful and grateful for the secretaries and the students. The numbers were given to you, 66 graduate students and 182 undergraduate advisees, and I don't know how to count